Hi guys, Innovative Pachyderm here, and I'm here with a new uh, custom sculpt video. I'll be turning this Amber Collection baby T.rex from the Lost World into a baby Spinosaurus figure. So, a lot of people have some issues with this figure. I don't. I think it's okay. But it doesn't really matter to me right now because I'm just going to be converting it into something else anyways. So my only issue with the figure is that the tail was bent in the packaging, but other than that, it's pretty good. So let's get started. So first thing I wanted to do was plan out where the sail would be, obviously on its back. But at least I'm gonna use a wire to support the sail. So I'm planning, I just drilling some holes where the wire will go, and I'm just gonna super glue it there. And something to be aware of is that this figure is really small compared to every other Amber Collection figure. So I kind of have to do a lot of moments where I have to put the figure right up to my face and not on the camera. And it just fell off. It just fell off the thing. And that's going to happen a lot in the video, so I apologize. But anyways. So here's the armature of the sail all super glued onto the back. I try to get it as perfectly straight as I could. Right now it looks slanted, but that's just because of the way I placed the Amber Collection Rex. But the next thing I am gonna do is cut the face off of the baby Rex. Not the whole face, just the end of its muzzle, the muzzle snout. And I'm gonna do this off camera, but I'll show you what it looks in a little bit. And here's the poor mangled T-Rex. It's gonna cut to it having wire in its jaws, like right here, see? And I had to do that cut because I needed to have this figure right up to my face so I can do this. Otherwise, I would have had a lot of issues. Again, this figure is a lot smaller than all the other Amber Collection figures, so it kind of... And I really have poor eyesight, so I really need to be zoomed in on it. But most of the video, I am showing you how I do things, and some parts I have to cut because I need a good look at it. But anyways, we can start with the sculpting of this Spino. So yeah, now we start on the sculpting part, or at least I start on the sculpting part of the face. So what I'm doing right now is actually filling up the gaps of the armature wire for the face, because I'm not going to build the snout in one go immediately. Right now I'm just trying to get a basic shape and then add the teeth and then let the epoxy clay dry and harden. And then I'll add another layer of epoxy on top of that, and that's where I'll add the detail. This just makes it easier for me, so I have more of a harder surface beneath the epoxy clay, so I can add the detail without warping the snout. Like if I didn't add the wire here, and I just attach the epoxy sculpt on there, it would have bent and twisted every time I tried adding any detail with a toothpick or with my modeling tools. But with the wire and it being hardened, it won't. It'll stay its shape, and it'll be easier for me to apply the detail without it like going all over the place. At least that's what a lot of people do, or at least what I'm doing with epoxy. Normal people with at least bake clay, they bake between layers or between sculpts between their sculpts, so they don't accidentally ruin the detail they already made. And I also take the opportunity to add the teeth in, because they'll attach easier when the epoxy clay is still soft and moldable. If it was drier, I would have to do a lot of super gluing and stuff, and this would just be easier to get out of the way. And then I could once I put the second layer of epoxy on top, it'll cover up where the teeth connect, so it actually looks like the teeth is inside the mouth, if that makes sense. You're like, right now it's just gonna look like a weird goblin shark looking creature in a little bit. But it gets better, don't worry. Like it does not look like a horrific goblin shark. See, right now it currently looks like a goblin shark Rex creature thing. That actually would be a cool hybrid to do. I need to save that. But yeah, again, this will be super helpful for me to add the detail on top, and I also filled up the sail, so I can also have an easier time sculpting the detail on that. Alright, now that everything has hardened, I am adding the second layer of epoxy. And once I get it to the shape that I'm happy with, I will add the detail like the scales and wrinkles. And that's basically all I'm going to be doing for the next part of this video. And I'll just let it play until I start painting it. So enjoy. So here it is, all done. I even added an extra, or the extra claw on each hand, because you know Spinosaurus had 3 claws or 3 fingers. Eh, whatever. You get what I mean. And it's all hardened. I added the detail on the sail. Again, most of it was kind of off camera because I needed a better look at it. But here it is. And I'm going to be adding primer onto there in a little bit. And then start painting it a normal gray paint. So, to be honest, I had sort of a problem trying to paint this figure. More of that I couldn't actually decide on how I wanted to paint it. I, of course, wanted to paint it like the actual Spinosaur from Jurassic Park 3, but there's so many like reference different color choices for the Spinosaur that I didn't know what was more accurate, and in the end I went with how Ted Brothers did their paint, doing a gray and a a black wash over that, and then dry brushing a lighter gray on top of that just to get the details to pop out. And as soon as I saw his videos and other videos of how other people did their repaints, it gave me the inspiration to do this. And I was able to get some sort of mojo back, if that makes sense. So again, going off of Ted Brothers' video, he added a some sort of brown wash on the back of the Spino that he did. So I decided to do the same, just because if it works for him, it'll probably most likely work for me. And then once I do that, I add yellow over the sail. Again, I think I saw this in his video. It's kind of hard to explain, but this is basically what I needed to do. And using my airbrush, I add the red, a red on top of the Spino, going over the sail, its face, all the way down to the tip of the tail. And I'm trying to add as a good amount of layers, trying to make that red pop out. Then I start dry brushing some blue onto the sail, because the Spinosaur has a bit of blue on the sail. And I'm only dry brushing just because it works better in this situation. And now I'm adding another lighter, well, not lighter, trying to mute the gray down a little bit more, because I'm going to be adding a lighter gray for the detail on the face right here. It's almost kind of whitish, but it's a very light gray. I think it's concrete gray? Concrete? Light concrete? Something like that. And just adding the white gray detail that the Spino has on both sides. Now I moved on to painting the mouth of the Spino, just adding some pinks and dark pinks in there to have some sort of value, like it gets darker on the inside, I guess. And here is the finished figure. I have some images just showing what it looks like in different angles. And yeah, that's the figure. So I hope you liked the video, guys. I hope it inspired you to try making your own custom figure with the Amber Collection dinosaurs. And if you do, make sure to show them to me on Instagram. And yeah, subscribe if you're new, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!